Alright, so there's tree trimming going on. We're going to try to record a video because you got to record a video every day. Every day you got to sit down and record. Today's topic is, should vegans be allowed to tell other people what to do? I think this comes up a lot. If you're a vegan or you have friends that are, that there's ones that want to tell everybody, you need to do this. Like, you need to stop eating animal products, or you need to carb the F up, or you need to do this, you need to do that. I'm telling you what to do. And that's really not my style, really. I don't really like to tell people what to do. Every now and then I might get on my high horse, but most of the time, like, I don't like to preach, because I know I don't do everything right, Like, if somebody wants help, they'll ask, but I don't like to give unsolicited advice. So, like, do people even have the right to do that? Well, it's a hotly debated topic, and I feel like for a long time I felt like, it wasn't my place. So maybe that's the way you say it. Is it their place to do it? Well, in the United States of America, that's the context we're going to look at this in. We have something called free speech, where we can say what we want as long as it's not threatening or, anything like that. And so they can. I would find that in most cases, like, people aren't obligated to listen to them. You can listen to whomever you want for the most part. But when it comes to, I realized there was a context where, like, it might be, it really might be like our place to say something, but it's not really vegans per se. It's more of like making healthier along the lines of making healthier choices, especially in America as we transition from, like, privatized healthcare to more of a socialistic system, which, you can have your opinion on it either way. Maybe that's a topic for another video. But and maybe even in a privatized system, because basically you're paying for this health insurance, so you're making a bet you hope to lose that you don't get sick. And if lots of people are getting sick, that incurs more costs in the insurance system, and so everybody has to pay a little bit more into the pot to, like, keep the whole thing going. And we're kind of hitting a crisis where people are really, really sick in America, so, like, the cost of care is going up, premiums are going up, everything up, and the system's, like, going to collapse on itself, basically. I really predict that in the next 5 to 10 years, the United States healthcare system is either going to change or collapse on itself, because it's, like, completely unsustainable. So, is it our place to say, hey, you should try a whole food plant-based diet because there's sound scientific research, both epidemiologically and clinically, to show that it produces stellar health outcomes, like awesome health outcomes, not like mildly reduces the risk of that, like reverses diabetes, reverses heart disease, reverses osteoporosis, to name a few things. It's rock solid. So, like, do we have a place to put that message out there and say, look, you should do this because, look, if we don't do that, health's going to keep getting bad, costs are going to keep going up, and then, look, I'm protecting my own financial interest by keeping you healthy, because if you're sick, I have to pay more health insurance premiums, and I really only want to pay for health insurance in emergency acute situations because I don't get chronic diseases anymore, and I don't want to pay for your chronic diseases that are completely preventable. It's kind of like along the lines of the motorcycle helmet argument. Let those who ride decide. Well, guess what? I'm paying car insurance, and if you die in an auto accident or you have to go to the emergency room and get head surgery because you didn't wear a helmet, I'm paying for that, okay? So I want you to do the safest thing possible. If you can show me statistical evidence that overall wearing a helmet is actually better for your safety and incurs lower health cost outcomes, then okay. But I think for the most part, I have an old boss who works at a hospital, and she's like, for the love of God, Ben, if you ever ride a motorcycle, first of all, don't ride a motorcycle, and second of all, please wear a helmet. Because, these head injuries are extremely costly. So, what are we going to do? State a law that says if you're in a motorcycle accident and you weren't wearing a helmet, tough shit? Like, who's going to be the doctor who's like, nah, he wasn't wearing a helmet, it's his fucking problem. Of course not. That's ridiculous. So you're the asshole for not wearing a helmet and making this doctor operate on you. You're the asshole for incurring all this cost, driving up everybody else's healthcare premiums. Okay? You're not the victim, all right? So it's kind of along the same way. It's like if you have knowledge that these certain things are going to cost other people a lot less money, aren't you kind of obligated, and yourself, aren't you kind of obligated to, not do that thing and not be a dick to other people? So that's kind of how I see it. I haven't decided how, am I going to be like more preachy or whatever? I don't know. But I think that when people say we don't have a place to say something, I think in the realm of health, I think, maybe the whole junk food vegan movement really doesn't have much of a place to tell people what to do. But I think in this context that we can, improve health outcomes and lower the cost of a collapsing system that's killing our economy and our whole standard of living in the United States, like, yeah, we have a right to fucking say something. So that's my take on it. Would love to hear y'all's comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit the button down there and subscribe. Got 4 videos a week these days. Thanks for watching.